So does that camera, can it pick up my intense despair and loathing?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I see. I got that camera specifically for the
You got. They just came out with that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's phenomenal technology.
When the lights go down.
It's the wrong song.
In the city, and the sun shines on the land.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the She Made Me podcast. I am, of course, Chris.
And I am Sam Calderon.
Calderon.
Ooh,
We're going to continue that bit of repeating your last name.
Okay, all right.
And we're going to call out all of the bits.
Guys, this is another bit we do.
This is a bit we do.
Guys, this is a bit.
You know what's funny is the calling out the bit thing is also a bit. Hey.
All right.
So we just watched a movie.
This is true.
What was the movie?
Yeah, what the fuck was that movie called? Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama. Okay, so we did the thing.
Yeah, now that's out of our system. Yeah, so a movie. Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah. Okay, so
I honestly don't have much to say.
I don't have anything. It is such a boring nothing movie.
Yeah, it really is.
It's just a boring nothing movie. It is a romantic comedy that is so cut and paste dry.
Yeah.
Romantic comedy.
I don't even have a hot take.
No.
I got a hot take going.
It's like, hey, this is a shitty movie. No, it was
No.
fine.
It didn't showcase anything really.
No.
I didn't find any themes.
Okay, so as we do, I guess we just go through the movie and talk about what happened in the movie. Because that's really the only way we're going to get anything out of this movie.
I like how you're one of the hosts of this podcast. You're like, I guess we do it like this.
I guess we do it like this.
All right. So yeah, so Sweet Home Alabama. What the fuck? How did this start? Right.
Okay.
So we start with two younglings.
Yes.
Two 10-year-olds.
Two younglings.
Younglings.
And then Anakin comes and murders the fuck out of them.
So yeah, these two younglings are there on the beach in Alabama.
Alabama.
And then lightning strikes right near them.
Yeah.
And then it makes a glass structure in the sand.
Yeah.
And like, don't touch it. And that's where their love is kindled. And they kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And something
And then they get shocked the shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they
and
get
they
hit
get
by
hit with
lightning,
lightning,
and they die, and that's the end of the movie. Like, I don't even...
So they get hit by lightning, and that was a thing.
Yeah.
And then
I think that was actually just part of the dream.
Yeah. So and then Reese Witherspoon wakes up from the dream.
Yeah.
And alive and well. And she's in New York, and she is this like fashion designer. She's like living the city life, loving life, living a good life.
They make it a point to make fun of her accent early on.
Yeah, very early on.
So we know that she's from Alabama.
Bahamas. And then we meet McDreamy.
Oh yes,
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
No, what's his name?
I don't freaking know.
It's Patrick. No. Patrick Dempsey.
Okay.
Am I right?
I have no friggin' idea.
I don't know.
Who is this guy? McDreamy. You guys know who he is.
McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
So he's the love interest.
Okay.
Or he's the one she's like with in New York, right? So he proposes to her.
Yeah. In a really cool way.
In a really cool
takes
way.
her to a Tiffanys, like the shop is all closed. They're only open for the two of them. He proposes, makes it really out to be like, hey, he's a freaking rich guy from New York.
Yeah.
Like super rich.
And he's definitely rich. He got that money.
Yeah.
So, but I think we said that he was just lazy though.
Yeah,
like he did.
Yeah,
he forgot.
Hey, go pick out your own ring. Jeez.
Yeah.
Why do I have to do everything? I do everything in this relationship.
It's like when Casey Neistat, like, he's like not able to, he misses his flight and he's like, oh no, I have to take a helicopter to get there on time. That's like what it is. It's like, oh no, I forgot to get my ring. Yeah. Better call up Tiffanys.
Oh shit, I was gonna pick that up. They're closed. What do I do?
I gotta rent out the store. Oh me.
Oh,
there I go again.
My life is hard.
Yeah. So anyway, he gets her a beautiful, stupid ring.
Yeah.
And there's some weirdness with the mother. I kind of don't really understand, like,
so that's
why
just a character she plays. It's Candace whatever.
Some old bird.
She plays the bad guy in these old 2000s movies. That's just the thing that she does. And she just plays that character.
Yeah.
And that is the character she plays. And she's the mayor of New York.
Yeah.
Is his mother. I got a text. Anyway. And so she just doesn't like anything.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, the mom's kind of just like a bitch.
Yeah.
Really, just let's boil it down.
Yeah.
She's a bitch.
And she's more concerned about her political career than anything.
Right,
And
that's why it
that's
was a
sort
thing.
of the thing. So she finds out that married, and the mother's really concerned that she doesn't really know anything about this girl.
Yeah.
And that's a thing.
Yeah.
If it sounds like we're having a hard time describing what's happening in this movie, it's because there's nothing going on.
There's nothing like, and it's not like there is like conflict, but it's just boring.
It's just
really
boring.
boring.
Like, I'm trying to make it sound interesting.
Yeah, there's not much.
Like, every other movie we've watched so far has been at least entertaining to talk about because it's bad or there's some good parts, but this one's just so mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just mediocre.
Yeah.
That's all it is. There is no experimentation. There is no, not that you need that in a movie, but I mean, like, nothing was tried.
No.
You know, it's like,
just
all right, we'll make this movie,
it's
and
an
there we
early
go.
2000s romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Do you know what's going to happen well in advance of the
You
plot
know what that
getting
looks
there?
like. You know the guy's voice from the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, it's that movie.
And that's what this movie is. So basically what happens is she has to go down south, back to Alabama, to go tell her parents that they're getting married. That's why she's going down there.
Well,
So-
no, because she has to get divorced.
Okay, well, I was getting there.
Oh, right.
This is the one interesting plot development that I was trying to lead up to.
Well, fuck me.
Fuck you. So, so basically, she tells her fiance that she has to go down and tell the parents.
Yeah.
And she wants to do it by herself because her parents don't like Northerners and they don't like
Yankees.
Yankees.
Yeah.
They don't like the Yanks. So she's gonna, just let her parents know. So, but she's actually going down there to get the divorce papers signed by her current husband. What's his face? I don't
Jake.
Jack.
I think it
whatever.
was Jake.
And that is basically the movie, is her trying to get these divorce papers signed and her coming back to her roots. This entire movie is just people going, well, hot damn, as she walks in a room. That is literally this
Legit,
movie.
she walks down the street, she's like, well, I'll be.
Yeah, well, I'll be.
That ain't Christina Appleby. Like, I don't know.
Well, hot damn, isn't it? I haven't seen you in forever.
Legit.
That's basically it. And the entire movie is just her, like, meeting these people that she hasn't seen since she was, just out of high school.
Yeah.
So they never really make it too incredibly
It's Facebook
clear.
Reconnections, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I guess she left soon after, like, it seems like it's been a long time. Right?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
So, like, this was, like, fresh out of high school. She got married and all this stuff, and then she booked it.
She's bounced, yeah.
And, most interesting movies would really, explain and get into the nuance.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like they tried to, because, like, with stories like this, you get it through piecemeal.
Yeah.
Right? It's like through little conversation, through a strained look, through things like that, right?
But
we didn't get
But this
that.
movie is either...
It kind of tried to do that. Like, kind of tried to piecemeal it a little bit.
But not really.
But
Like,
not really, yeah.
Either this movie is saying absolutely nothing or giving you all the exposition you need to figure it all out before the characters ever do.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like, I'm just going to jump into it because I don't even care. We can't follow the movie because there's nothing interesting to talk about when following the movie.
I'll give
at
you,
this
like,
point.
the first... Just the way it goes, like, quickly, it's like... So, she ends up getting back together with with her old husband.
Yeah, so basically when she gets down there, he refuses to sign the papers.
Yeah.
And you're just like, well, why is he refusing to sign the papers? And everybody's just being shitty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then so basically through this entire movie, you learn that he's actually been building a business.
Yeah, to try and win her back.
So he spent the entire 7 years building this thing in memory of their lost relationship, their lost love, basically. Where I guess a year out from when she first left, he actually went to New York, decided that he actually didn't have what it takes to get her back, went back down south and built this glass blowing business, because glass is a big part of their relationship.
That's their thing.
Yeah, that's their thing, because their first kiss and the glass and the sand and whatever.
Yeah.
So he built this really cool like this business
Yeah.
out of what connected them in the first place. And And, you know,
And she loved it.
and she loved it.
Beautiful.
And it was really heartfelt. And I'd like to talk more about that, but that's it.
Yeah, it could have
Like-
been so much better.
And, you know, Sam and I were talking through the movie. We're just like, it really feels like there was a really interesting screenplay in this movie somewhere. And then a director got a hold of it and just fucked it.
You know what it was? Like, there was no moments. Like, we never got, like, there's no real... There were scenes.
Yeah.
But there weren't any moments.
But it's also another one of those movies, too, that does the shitty thing of, like, she has a relationship in New York with a good person.
Yeah.
And this movie just puts the screws to this great person by this, like, she's just being a shithead.
Yeah.
It's like she's just lying or covering things up. And, you know, a lot of these movies play it off, oh, I just don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, hey, stop fucking lying to everybody. And it's like, stop being a shithead to this really nice person that you get all the way to the, you know, and they do the usual thing where they get all the way to the wedding. And then it's like, oh, she's not actually divorced. She forgot to sign the papers.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I called it like halfway
leaves
through
him
the
at the
fucking
altar.
movie.
Legit called it halfway through.
Yeah,
the movie.
and it's like, you leave him at the altar when...
Well, we also called the glassblowing thing like a while before that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they pretty
The
much tell
foreshadowing was
you.
garbage.
Yeah, the foreshadowing wasn't foreshadowing. It was beating...
Where'd you get this glass? It's a beautiful glass.
Oh, well, you see, you know, nudge him in the shoulder, like,
Jeffrey,
don't tell her that her husband does this thing, is basically...
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's no foreshadowing. There's beating you over the head with a fucking baseball bat with the knowledge and wondering why the main character doesn't fucking figure it out.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, like you said, I don't have that much to say about this movie. Yeah. Like, there isn't that much to be like, it was shit. Like, it was no fun to watch.
No.
It's for damn sure.
And that's the thing, too, because I love a bad movie.
Love a good bad movie.
Love a good bad movie because they're interesting to talk about. You can just tear it to shit and just be like, this was shit and this is why and this is why, and it's a lot of fun. But this movie was just your stereotypical just romantic comedy from the early 2000s.
Just like you'll never remember this movie.
Yeah.
You know? It's not even like a miscongeniality where it has like that nostalgia factor or something like that.
Or
you know?
any kind of comedy. Like,
Yeah,
they try for it, but they always undercut their own comedy bits too. Like, they have a funny moment, but then they undercut the funny moment before you even get a chance to go ha ha with something either really bad or like an awkward emotional moment that just doesn't play off of the humor.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So they
it was weird dynamics throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. So if you wanted an entire podcast of us talking about this movie, unfortunately, this is probably where we're going to stop talking about this movie. Like,
I have nothing. It's so anticlimactic, and I hate that this is how it's going.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's and that's why we have the other part of this podcast where we just talk about random nonsense, because sometimes we need the other half of the podcast.
That's right, Chris. We are smart. We did think ahead. You're right. Yeah, this is a shame, though. I wish this movie... I mean, I don't wish this movie was better. I knew it was going to be shit.
Yeah, but I wish it was worse.
Yeah,
Because, like, you know, I guess if you're going to one of these movies, you get what you came for? Like,
I guess, yeah.
You know, if you're going for the romantic comedies from 2002... You got McDreamy.
Here's the thing, though. Like, it wasn't that funny. I didn't laugh at all.
No,
I don't think.
They were going for some laughs, and there was a weird, awkward silence through this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because, again, like, Sam and I talk through movies. Like, that's what we do.
During these, when we do this.
Like, when we do these, like, we talk through it. We're riffing through it. Like, I will post a video at some point of us watching the last movie.
We do it through the entire
movie. Where we just, like, riff through it, and then, like, we end up not watching most of the movie because we're having fun with it, because the movies allow us to have fun with it.
You don't have to pay attention.
In the last movie, what was it?
I forget.
I don't know. The last movie we watched allowed us to have fun with it, and I think all the movies previous really allowed us to have fun watching the movie, even if
Elizabeth
it was bad.
Town, that was our last movie. Yeah.
But this movie, it was such a weird silence through the whole thing, because we didn't even have anything to riff off of, because there wasn't anything bad enough to be like, look at that shit. It was just...
It wasn't even fun. You know?
Yeah.
It wasn't even like crazy fun. Like we didn't have a Paula Deen character.
Yeah, where's our Paula Deen?
Yeah, come on, guys.
Instead we get Candace, what's her face? And it's like, no.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, I don't even know that woman. Like,
and there's no like weird hatred going on because all these people in the South. There's a lot of Confederate flags.
I actually had a lot of hope for this because like when they first did like that Tiffanys thing, I'm like, oh, this is a nice spectacle. Like this is like this is movie making.
Yeah,
you know, this is cool. And then we get to Alabama and it's just like,
yeah,
where's my dog? Oh, you fly plane? Whoa, whoa. Like. That's about it.
And they don't even like go into the stereotypes either, which would be at least interesting.
No.
Like, I guess I give the movie some credit for not like
except for the one down home Southern country line. What is it?
Oh,
the thing you tweeted out. What was it?
You can't ride two horses with one ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned a thing about that.
That's a pretty. Oh, in the Coondog Cemetery.
Oh my God. Okay, so there's this like pet cemetery where they buried her old dog or something, which is fine. Like they have their little moment.
Yeah, she goes talks to her dog.
But she like enters this cemetery and has a sign that says Coondog, and I don't know Southern for Southern, but that sounds super racist to me. Yeah, and I'm just like, well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a thing, whatever. I go to fucking Google, and I should not have gone to fucking Google for this thing.
Well, and then Google could you Urban Dictionary. Let's be fair.
Like, I feel like I'm saying the N-word at this point, but we'll get through it here. You look up the term coondog. Don't just... Here's what I'll say. Don't look up the term.
Well, also you don't have to because we're gonna tell you.
Oh, just you say it.
Yeah, I'm the guy that should say. So coondog is a white lady that slept with a black man. That's what that means.
And you're just like, fuck.
But it's a pet cemetery, and
I assume it means it's a play on words for coonhound, which is a real thing.
Is that a thing?
A coonhound is a type of dog.
It's a woman who goes after black.
No. That's coon dog. A coonhound is a different thing. Okay, let's get away from that.
But the coonhound is when you're going after it. The coon dog's when you get that good. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
But for a movie based in
Anyways,
the South,
what we're saying, I'm a coon dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure they made a real slight reference to the fact that Dad from down south hated the gays.
Yeah.
They weren't explicit, but they did like a weird sigh that you're just like, oh, you don't like this gay character.
Yeah. The gay character makes like some sort of feminine comment about something. Oh, says that, I see where your daughter got her good taste.
And Dad just lets out
and we get a shot. Yeah, we get a shot from the dad.
Like, oh, okay.
All right, this was made in 2002, wasn't it?
It was made in 2002.
Except if it was made in 2017, the dad would look over and then some girl would be like, "Oh my God, Dad! How dare you! Your Southern values are destroying my Northern sensibilities." Oh.
And you know all those Confederate flag pillows would not be on the couch.
No, dear God, no.
Oh my God. Yeah, 2002 was such a simpler time.
Definitely avoided the coondog cemetery.
Yeah, somebody would have looked at that sign and went, "Oh fuck no." How did that make it into this movie?
That can't have been okay back then either.
It was obviously just like a weird oversight. It was just the name of this thing. Like nobody cared. And I'm sure it caused zero issue back in 2002.
Yeah, no, nothing.
And I'm sure it caused zero issue now, and I'm just being a weirdo about it. But I saw that and went, "That's not fucking right."
Coon is a bad thing, though, right?
Okay, it is.
Honestly, I don't really know.
I swear it is. I don't fucking know.
I've heard other people complain about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad it is. I'm sure I'm very ignorant right now.
Yes. We are incredibly white.
Yeah.
This is why we're doing this. Hi. I'm fucking white, okay?
I listen to Kendrick Lamar. I'm white.
Are we done talking about this movie?
Yeah, I'm real.
Is there anything else you want to add?
I was done talking about this movie when we started watching this movie.
Yeah,
I think, actually.
So true.
Yeah, let's go. Bye.
Boom. Transition. So what have you been up to?
Well,
I know we let it get pretty deep.
Shit got deep last time,
and I like that. I did
appreciate it last time. It was good.
But
yeah, we're not doing that again this
fucking
time.
YouTube. Like, what What have you been watching on the YouTubes?
Well, what have I been watching? I got into Joe Rogan recently, actually. Joe Rogan's cool shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Joe Rogan a lot.
I think you talked to me before about Joe Rogan. Have you?
I probably have, because I've just been getting into it recently. Okay. So yeah. But what I like about Joe Rogan, because I'm kind of like, ever since I got into H through H3, which was my like first thing of like, I don't like PC culture, you know? And then like, but I'm still part of it, you know? And then and that got me into iDubbbz, which is like, wow.
Yeah. I fucking love iDubbbz because he's just
so if you've
genius.
ever seen iDubbbz, audience, our 12 people that listen.
Let's get back to how we're super racist. Okay.
Yeah. iDubbbz is, wow. iDubbbz is not racist though, but he hates PC culture. Like that's his shtick.
Yeah.
Hates PC culture. Like
completely anti-PC.
One of his things, he just says the N-word. Like real offensive. And makes no apologies for it.
No. Because he's just like, you know, you give the word more power by being afraid.
Yeah, like, and I totally agree with that. Yeah. Anyways, cool shit. I love it.
Yeah.
And then so then I started getting to Joe Rogan, he's just somebody who loves to call out like PC people.
Okay.
Like can't get enough of it. Yeah. Almost like Humongous in the Zarna situation with H3H3.
They just released a new video of
it. Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
So I'd actually seen parts of that video before.
When it first came out, me too, yeah.
Yeah, and I was
the
just
Humongous thing. I never knew what it was, though.
Yeah, well... Yeah.
Did you? When it came out?
So, I really didn't want to make an opinion about that video when I first saw it, right?
Me either. I didn't understand it.
Because... what I always hate about all of these videos is the idea that we don't have context. We have a person yelling at another person, and it's ridiculous in its own context, but what happened before, what happened after, you know, like there's always a bigger thing, you know, that's why...
Somebody pissed off somebody here.
Yeah, like she was obviously fucking pissed. And it's like, okay. Like, from everything I see within the context of the video I'm watching, she's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
But I can't say for sure because I don't know what happened before.
Yeah. And we knew also from that video, it was like a council meeting that went on before.
Well, see, I didn't even have that. Like when I first saw the video, you know, somebody at the school pulled out their phone and went, "Have you seen the Humongous video?" I was like, "What? Okay, whatever." And like they're just like, "Yeah, she's fucking crazy, right?" I was like, "Well, I don't know."
Yeah,
she seems maybe like fucking crazy, but I don't fucking know.
She's definitely whacked out, but yeah.
But
anyways,
like, you know, following H3H3's kind of coverage of it, you know, where they actually talk to the Humongous guy. I forget his name now, but they actually talk to him and all this stuff. But then their latest video, they actually found, wow, I'm losing my voice here. You keep talking.
Do you need some water here?
Yeah, give me some of that. But some of this shit. Oh boy, that dead air though. So they uncovered, and I guess this video's been going around for a while, but man, I'm gone.
Yeah, wow, are you all right?
Okay.
Oh, man.
So I guess this video's been going around for a while, but there is video of the meeting that took place before they actually...
So perfect.
You know, before the confrontation happened that we all know about.
Yeah.
Where he's actually getting up, and so apparently there was this like council meeting in the city that they live in about the idea of getting a police precinct. Yeah, a new precinct. And giving a bunch of money to that to build this up, and it's going to cost a lot of money. And he was there to support it, being like, well, you know, the police got my daughter off the street. She was on heroin. They got her cleaned up. They saved her life. This was a cool thing. I'm all in on, you know, the cops doing this. I support that. That's awesome. And like, you guys should really go watch this because I'm not going to do it any justice at all. And H3H3 made a wonderful video about it already that you should definitely watch.
So good.
But you know, it's this group, and I guess they're Black Lives Matter activists, apparently. And again, like
loosely,
yeah. But they're hounding him and like just yelling over him,
assholes.
Not letting him talk, like just being the worst kind of human being.
Yeah.
And you know, you get this a lot, where it's these people that just need to shout down anything they disagree with, and not have any dialogue. which is
so
the
gross.
fucking worst.
It's so
and
bad.
so, and that leads so perfectly into the video that we do see, where it's okay. He like her and her group are shouting him down and shouting him down. He finally,
What's your name?
He ends his thing, and then she gets up and she talks and she's screaming into the microphone about this, about that, and she's actually making legitimate points. And, like there are two sides of this thing where there is a decent thing. It was like, maybe this money should go towards other things.
Yeah.
Like...
We don't need to spend $14 million on a precinct.
Yeah, and, but she's
a fair point.
Screaming into this microphone and just like... Oh, and so basically they get out of that meeting.
She got outraged.
Yeah. So they get out of this meeting, and then that's when we get the humongous video where he's doing an interview and whatever, but she got upset that he was being a token minority.
Yeah. Well,
or
no,
something.
not a minority. That he was being like a token white guy.
No.
Oh no, because he's Latino.
Yeah, because they actually called him out in the
that's
in the
why
meeting.
I was confused. Yeah.
Because they're just like, my daughter. He talks about his daughter, and somebody screams from the friggin', is she white?
Yeah.
Like that fucking matters. and then he's just like, actually, no, my daughter's not white, fucking Latino.
Yeah.
I added the fucking, he didn't because he was a class act and I'm not.
Yeah. He was a class act.
Fucking
he didn't
class act.
say, shut the fuck up like I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and suddenly you start to get a lot of the context of this whole thing. And then you get the interview that H3H3 did with him. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Where it's basically like he was having a fat day.
Fat day.
He was just having a fat day where he just felt fat.
Oh yeah,
like he just like
day.
climbed. He climbed. No, like a fat day. You ever get a fat day?
Maybe I didn't watch. I watched like the little bit, like the last video that they
So
put
he
out.
actually explains where he came up with his really awful dad joke. Where
oh really?
he like climbed up a hill and he just like he got a little winded and he just felt fat. Like, he was just having a fat day. Like, I have lots of fat days because I'm a big fat guy.
Yeah.
And he was just having one of those days where he just felt large. So when she asked, like, what's your name? What's your name? He's just like, whoa, I've already dealt with this woman. I know what she's about. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to give her a name. He comes up with this bad, awful, stupid joke, humongous. Not, in his mind, he's like, I'm just a fat guy, fucking humongous, because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's not talking about his junk. He's not whatever. So even more context, right? Like, suddenly you get all of this context where he's being shouted down, he's being a class act the entire time, and then you get the fact that the joke is not referencing his junk, he just feels fat that day. Like, he's just a class act who made a dad joke.
I don't know. He's still talking about his junk, right?
But
he's talking about his junk. Come on. Come on.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I believe it. I believe that he had such a pure heart at that moment.
To me,
where he's just
I
like,
think
I'm just huge. I'm huge today. I'm humongous.
I would like to believe that. I think he's trying to play up the nice guy card.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
I like it.
I think it's a funny fucking joke. I think it's way better if he was actually saying, I got a giant dick, you annoying piece of shit.
But that whole situation, it's just like... And so I just watched this video. Did you see anything about the stuff that happened at VidCon with like Anita Scarcesian and
who was that?
So Anita Scarcesian, or whatever. I forget. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but she is an outspoken feminist who. I
mean, I saw the stuff with the security guard getting harassed. Definitely watched that.
Oh yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
So she's a very outspoken feminist. Like that's just the thing. And so obviously there's a lot of back and forth.
Or what kind of feminist?
She's the kind like I don't like to. I don't know, and I haven't watched enough of her stuff to give my own opinion. So I can only give other.
What have you
opinions.
heard? Yeah.
But basically, the way I hear it is like she shuts down a lot of conversation. She's one of those that she doesn't like to have conversations. She shuts down. She talks down to people. She doesn't converse.
Yeah.
And be that again, I need to stress that I don't watch a lot of her stuff. I don't know for sure, but of course, people just get upset. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Like, people just get angry. But the real point here is that she was in a panel at VidCon.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, right. Yeah.
And what happened was And again, I want to be very careful because I don't want to put a lot of my own opinion on this because I don't know the people involved.
Right.
Like, I know enough about her to know that people don't like her.
Yeah.
But she was in this thing where it's just like women in online video,
Yeah.
you know, and how to be a woman online,
Right.
basically. And what happens is when she does this panel, the front 3 rows are filled up with men who hate her, basically.
Yeah.
You know, they fill up these rows. And at first I'm just like, well, that's shitty.
Yeah.
You know, like that sucks, right? Like, you're doing this thing for women to talk, you know, about, and basically your haters are filling up the rows. You know, they're, no matter what people say, and no matter,
it would suck for anybody.
yeah, no matter, like, oh, they were just there to you know, give their
Take
own,
it in,
whatever. Like,
know your enemy, whatever it
like
was.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, they're there to harass. Like,
Yeah.
they're there to be like, hey, we're fucking here.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they're getting up and asking shit questions. Like, they're just being shitty. And she, you know, calls out somebody from the, it's like, and that asshole. I don't think she used the word asshole. She used some other, whatever.
Did she call him out?
But
though?
she calls somebody out.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what sparked the outrage of just
Right.
like, oh, she said this thing. And within the rules of VidCon, she should have been, you know, kicked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, you know,
you can't harass somebody in the crowd. Yeah.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
And that sucked. And I
their
see
statement defended that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see it from both angles, right?
Yeah,
like,
of
it's just like, you know, if you're calling somebody out, you know, that's not professional at all.
No.
You know, even in the worst case scenario, in which this seems like it was, where it's just like, your fucking haters are right there in your face. They're in the first 3 rows. They're filling it up. They're asking shitty questions. Like, they're disrupting this entire thing.
Yeah.
Even if they never said a word, they're disruptive by just being there, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And it's just like, fuck. Don't say it. Don't give them that, because that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
They want you to say something.
Yeah.
So, and
I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation to comment on it.
yeah, it's,
I mean, I only know what Phil DeFranco said about it, to be honest with you.
yeah,
Legit.
And like, I've seen some other stuff about it, and it's like, people want to be really upset at Anita, and people want to be really upset at this other guy, and it's just like, she shouldn't have said the thing.
I think it's just blown out of proportion.
But I would have fucking said something.
Of course, yeah. Like, I did. Like, the only reason why this is so blown out of proportion because it was at VidCon.
And it's because it's her.
And because of her,
Because
I don't know
she-
anything about her.
Because
That's my thing.
anything she has ever done is blown out of proportion.
It gets like outraged
yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
It's outrage culture.
See, and I
on the
stay
other side-
away from that shit. I stay far away from it.
Yeah, but the only reason I brought it up is because I just watched a really cool video, sort of just talking about it from a guy that I would typically find as being like anti-PC.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Who
You know,
was it?
like
Do you know?
Quentin Reviews or something like that. He makes really good, well thought out, well reasoned videos.
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
He does some good work, and yeah, and you know, I find he would sometimes come off as very, you know, anti-PC and stuff. But
Yeah.
he made a good point for both sides, and I was like, that's really cool. So yeah.
That's cool.
So what have you?
What were you even talking about? This?
what are you watching?
What am I watching?
You watch something that
Oh God, what do I watch? Shit, I don't even know right now. Oh, Hannah and I started watching Glow.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
It's been hovered over in my Netflix thing, going, should I? Nah, I'll watch something
Well,
else.
you see Alison Brie's boobies, so
Well,
yeah,
turn that on.
there we go. Yeah,
Fuck.
Glow's pretty cool though. It's like, and there's also like a documentary on Netflix that I want to check out about the real Glow. So do you know what it is about?
No, not even a little.
So Glow stands for Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, and it was a thing. Yeah.
Okay, that's not even at all what I was expecting. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So it was this thing and it's based off of a real thing. Yeah, yeah. It's based off a real thing. So Glow was this show in the 80s,
Okay.
and it was all women, obviously, and they wrestled. And it had this ridiculous storyline, all this stuff.
So when you say wrestling, like, are we talking like WWF?
WWF,
Like, okay.
not like UFC. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like storytelling, character, exaggerated. Like, that's the kind of wrestling we're talking about. And yeah, it's kind of cool. It like gives you an appreciation for wrestling. Because like, if you ever, I don't know if you're a wrestling fan or have been talked to.
Oh, I was a huge wrestling fan.
See, okay. So whenever you talk to a wrestling fan, like well-meaning creative individuals like us who are wrestling fans
Mm-hmm.
will always talk about how, like, no, wrestling, like, there's more behind wrestling, man.
You don't understand.
You don't know what's behind wrestling. It's like, nah, dude. It's just a spectacle. It's just bullshit. Like, no way. Rey Mysterio does his 69 move and whatever, right? Who cares? But that's not what it is, apparently, right? So what this show, like, talks about is, like, all the storytelling behind it and, like, all the character work that goes into it and, like, how it's all acting. Like, it's all acting. Don't worry. We're not trying to pretend to be real here.
No,
that's not the point.
I haven't watched wrestling in a really long time, but I feel like they're leaning more into that idea.
Yeah.
That we know. You guys know.
Yeah,
everybody
it's not
knows.
real anymore.
Guys, come on.
The
know.
UFC's around, like,
Yeah.
it's chill. But yeah, like, and what was I saying about it? It reminded me of this video. Like, whenever I watch it, it reminds me of this video from what's his name? Fucking does the crazy rainbow hair. Matt Landis.
Okay.
Matt Landis. Yeah. So he did a video called "Wrestling Isn't Wrestling," where he chronicles the story of Triple H.
Oh.
In, like, this ridiculous, like, low budget, like, 20-minute YouTube
That actually
video.
sounds really interesting.
And it's really, really well done. He gets, like, a bunch of, like, they're all his friends, but they're a bunch of, like, no-name actors in LA or, like, and YouTube people. Mm-hmm. And they just make this, like, 20-minute, like, no-budget video about Triple H's story. Yeah, and it's narrated by...
That would be an interesting story to tell, too.
Yeah, and it's narrated by Max Landis.
That's funny.
It's really well done. He does the same thing for the story of the Doomsday of Superman, the death of Superman.
Oh, that guy. Okay,
Yeah.
now I know who you're talking about.
So you've seen that video?
Yeah.
So he does a video exactly like that with that narration style and everything.
Okay, I need to watch this.
But for wrestling, yeah. For
yeah, that just got me excited. It's like, I know that video.
Yeah. It's a great video. Like, you know, that it's all done like homemade style.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's awesome.
Is it like interspersed with him sitting in the chair drinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no,
That Death of Superman video is one of my favorite videos of all time.
On YouTube, yeah, it's fucking great. It's great. I know. But yeah, so Glow's really good. I like it a lot. Alison Brie is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Speaking of Netflix classics, I just watched 13 Reasons Why.
Oh, great.
I finally finished that whole thing. And not to
you watched the whole thing?
Oh man, I watched, in like 2 days, I watched all 13 episodes. It's good. Mm-hmm. I want to say, like, it's good.
Chris, do you have any hot takes on the controversy surrounding 13 Reasons Why?
I get the controversy.
Yeah?
I do.
Was it too heavy-handed?
It's not that it's heavy-handed.
So if you guys don't know, a girl kills herself on camera.
Yeah, hello. So I guess spoilers a little bit. I'll try to not speak specifics because you should watch it. If you're not, and I mean this seriously, if you're not like triggered by suicide and stuff, and like don't like for real
don't watch it.
Because I am.
Yeah.
And I had a hard time at the end of it.
Oh yeah.
Because like I'm super triggered by like things like rape and suicide because I went through that in high school is rape and suicide. So
that's heavy shit. No, it's heavy shit.
Yeah, and so like if you're triggered by that stuff, just avoid it. You don't need that. But it's a really like it starts out and it's a lot of like teenage melodrama.
Yeah. Yeah, like you were saying, it felt like a Glee episode kind of thing.
Oh, I mean, no, but kind of, where it's just like, okay, so this picture goes around of her, and, you know, people start calling her slut, and, and you know, her friend's not her friend anymore, and, you know, that kind of stuff.
But it's still trying to set it up. Right?
Yeah, but it's continually pulling you along with, like, don't worry, it gets worse. You know, everybody's just like, don't worry, it gets worse. And sort of the main character we're following along, he's deep into the tapes. So I guess I'll set it up for the people that don't know. Basically, what happens is at the very beginning, so this girl kills herself, and that's sort of the thing. And she leaves behind 13 tapes. And it's 13 tapes for 13 people, her 13 reasons why.
Yeah.
13 people that drove her to commit suicide.
Yeah.
So for each person gets sent these tapes. They have to listen to them all and then send them to the next person. And so everybody that's on the tapes knows everybody else's story. Mm-hmm. And they get some really, really deep secrets and tragedies and nonsense. And the person that we're following through this, he's deep into the list. Like he's and we want to know why he's on the list, because he's a really nice guy, and like why would he be on these tapes? And they drag you along through it, wondering why he's on the tapes, and it's pretty deep into the show before we realize what happened. And my only concern with this show is the idea that the person who committed suicide gets everything she wants.
Yeah.
She gets the attention she wants, and she gets the resolution that she wants through her death.
Yeah.
And that bothers me.
Yeah. No, it should. I think it should.
And you know, and people, everybody gets so worked up about everything, and I don't like outrage culture, and I don't like.
Amen, brother. Yeah.
I don't like the spectacle that this show created, because I do think it tells a really interesting story, and I think, you know, watch it if you want to watch it, and
yeah, I think it's just the way the story was told. I think that's what people had issue with.
Yeah,
right?
I don't like the idea that she got everything she wanted.
Yeah,
and
the suicide thing panned out well for her.
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's just like, well,
but it's not a good idea.
No, like don't fucking do it. Like, especially over high school bullshit. Now, and again, I want to stress that it's not just high school bullshit.
It gets deeper than that.
There's some real shit in this, but like, you know, throughout the entire fucking show, I'm just like, this shit doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Fucking high school does not matter.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in high school,
get deeper than this a little bit.
Like, if you're in fucking high school right now, and you're going through some shit, everybody's going through some shit in high school, right? You went through some shit in high school.
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah.
Like, because your brain is still developing.
Yeah, it's
You're
crazy.
locked into a fucking building for years with these people that you fucking hate.
And you're a year away from being an adult. Yeah.
Yeah, and your
shit goes down in high school.
And the chemicals in your brain are fucking you over.
They're telling you need to fuck right now.
Yeah.
Also, don't do that.
Yeah. Like, high school fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I remember it. I'm not that far out from it.
Yeah.
I am the old man of the podcast, but I think, so I will, you know, ask you, it still sucks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Balls to the wall sucks.
But like, even like a year or two outside of high school, I was just like, fuck, none of that mattered.
Yeah.
As soon as you get out,
it is like, freeing as soon as you realize you're going to be done soon.
Yeah.
It's like, or you are done. It's like, wow.
Once you get out of there, it's like, none of that fucking mattered.
Yeah.
None of it.
And you realize everywhere else is high school.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And the people that sucked, a lot of those people will mature, grow up. You might even have dinner with them. Yeah. You know? The person I hated the most in high school, the person I thought was the fucking worst, because he was.
Yeah.
Few years later, had dinner with him, just hung out.
Really?
Like, just, yeah.
He messaged you? It was like, hey, man.
Well, I was invited to a dinner with my cousin, and they were friends and stuff, but we just hung out.
That's cool.
And you'd start to realize that, oh, right, people are assholes in high school a lot of the times because they haven't fucking grown up yet.
Yeah.
And you get a few years away, people mature, their brain stops being fucked. And you're just like, yeah, not everybody. You know, some people are just assholes.
Yeah.
But none of it matters.
No.
You know, the friends that you make in high school.
I mean, hopefully you get over that. Hopefully you get over that. You realize none of it matters. Yeah. Because some people don't.
I mean, some people are still going on about how they were the high school fucking football champion. Yeah. Like, if you hold on to that shit and you're like 40 years old, get fucking help.
You peaked.
Yeah. But I mean, and you know, you have to sort of realize too that in high school you're going to make some friends you're not going to hold on to.
Yeah.
So, you know, it could be your best friend in high school. 10 years down the road, you might not talk to them.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. I never even thought of that when I was in high school.
Yeah, and that was the hardest thing for me.
I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that at all.
Growing apart.
Yeah.
And very naturally, very like nothing, no ill will, just growing apart. Because, you know, I got married. I had stupid amount of kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of my friends don't have kids. They don't want kids and whatever. And you just grow apart. You know, they're living in Ottawa. I'm living in wherever. You fall apart.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's shit that goes down, but oftentimes you just drift.
Yeah.
And that's part of life.
Yeah.
So like
it is. You do have to swallow that pill though. It's a tough one to swallow.
It is. And you know, you get
like
to my
I'm going
age,
through it now.
Yeah.
Like right now.
It sucks.
You know, and it's nothing like I'm not like everything destroyed, or even some relationships are changing too.
Yeah.
Like they weren't what they used to be.
And they will change. You know, because you don't have the time.
No, you don't. Or you're not there every day.
Yeah, because like in high school, I was riding my bike to my best friend's place every fucking day. Just because I wanted to get out of my house and I wanted to go hang out. And
yeah, me too.
So I would like ride my bike an hour to fucking Spencerville to just...
Oh, right, because you
go
lived
hang
in
out.
buttfuck nowhere.
Yeah, I lived in buttfuck nowhere, so I'm riding my bike an hour just to get to my friend's place to hang out. And every weekend, any time I could get out, I was there.
Yeah, I was the same way, yeah.
But then suddenly, now you're living on your own. You have your own responsibilities. You know, school keeps you in a place, but with your friends. But then you get outside of that, you start having jobs.
Yeah.
You have kids. You have a wife. You have responsibilities that
lots of shit.
You can't hang out and just fuck around.
No.
Suddenly you have to do things, and it changes.
Yeah, shit does change, man. Especially with me too, because I live with my girlfriend. You know, it's kind of not. I didn't have a bunch of kids or anything like that.
No,
but like it's similar, right? Like I'm not in the same stage of life that the rest of my friends are.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Like I don't know any of my friends actually that live with their girlfriend right now.
Yeah, and even like not necessarily stage of life, but just living a different life.
Yeah.
Because you're forced. Like, everybody in high school is kind of forced to live a very similar lifestyle. You live at home, you go to school, you hang out with these people.
You're at the same age.
You're the same age, you're doing the same shit, you're going to the same fucking games or whatever it is you're doing. You're all doing it together, and you're all doing the same basic routine.
And then it's not like that anymore.
And then it's not like that anymore.
Yeah. And now figure that shit out, huh?
Guys, high school doesn't matter.
Nah. It matters for a bit.
Yeah, and I guess like during getting back to the show, like during the first little bit of the show where they are into the high school drama of it, I was so upset because I was that kid who wanted to kill himself. I was that kid who went through some real shit. Like I wasn't liked. I was a fucking nerd. Like, luckily I had some friends that were really cool and sort of got me through it. They never knew I wanted to kill myself. You know, it wasn't that, but fuck. It's like you watch this now, you know, I live through life a little bit more. And you look back at the high school drama. I look back at myself and was like, you're a fucking idiot, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You realize like it didn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It was all dumb.
Oh no, what's his face doesn't like you.
It's
like, fuck, man.
I think like there's a big thing with perspective, right?
Yeah.
Like just the way you look at things, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's like, what's the one thing that I saw? I was looking at like a study recently. And they were looking at, I forget what it was. It was something like two people with different viewpoints. So they did something to one person that made them feel negatively, and then they did something to somebody else that made them feel positively, and they had them both do a puzzle, right? Okay. So the person that was affected negatively before they did the puzzle found it really challenging and sucked. The person who had something positive happen before they did the puzzle found it great. It was fine.
Yeah.
You know, they just made a puzzle. So like, just even that shift, even just a little bit, changed what they did. You know, changed how they viewed it. Yeah. You know, so like just looking at it like a tiny perspective shift, or just a tiny little way of looking at things a little different can change things most of the time. You know, because imagine if you look at like a teenager who's like just just absolutely trapped in the ridiculous drama of high school, and like you want to shake them and just be like, that shit doesn't fucking matter, you goddamn.
But you also have to understand it too, because it is your entire life.
But it's your entire world, and like it's hard to shift that perspective, you know, because it's like, this is my whole life. Don't you understand? And like my friends, my academics, my sports, like that's my life. Yeah, it's how do you get away from your life?
And you start to really do feel bad for the character in the show, because the character in the show has no friends. You know, all of her friends left her, or called her a slut or whatever. Like, she has no friends. She is not doing the best in school, so she's not going to get into the college that she wants. You know, and again, like, that's her entire life is just this. And you're just like, well, I mean, in that context, me in that position, Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Your life sucks.
It would suck.
But fuck.
But really.
Stand outside of it and just be like, no, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. That's what I've, like, meditating has actually helped me do that a lot.
I've wanted to start.
Yeah.
Like,
I only have just started.
Yeah.
But, like, I can already tell, like, shit's changing, buddy. It's good.
Yeah, just a moment of stillness.
It's nice.
Especially having 4 kids. I don't get any moments of stillness.
Well, it's not... Yeah, there's that. But, like, I've also been practicing, like... Because I have, like, anxiety. Like, you do, too.
Oh, my God.
So, like... So, I found a while ago this thing, rhythmic breathing.
Okay.
Right? Which is, like... So, I do, like, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, or, like, 5 seconds. Whatever. Anyways. But, just the rhythm of breathing actually calms your brainwaves down.
Huh.
So, just doing that can really calm you down. So, like... But I've just been doing it as just, like, before my day starts... Just sit down for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I do like a guided one. Huh. And just sit down and you just like set your day up.
I like that.
You know, like take away your anxieties before the tirade of your phone hits you.
Yeah.
You know? It's like just chill, just be for a second and let your thoughts wash over you and then you're happy and ready to go, you know?
Oh God, the last thing I want to talk about this show and then I'll drop it forever.
Yeah.
No, is sort of the main character that's we're following.
Yeah.
Because you talked about anxiety and this character has a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, he's a very anxious guy. You know, like he's just the nicest guy in the world. But like and no spoilers, but like his biggest issue is his anxiety, and I was just like, no, like he's just a fucking kid, like
yeah,
and that made me emotional too in a weird way because like I was that kid, you know, I was the kid who couldn't tell the person that I loved her, whatever love means in high school.
Oh my God, that was me. Like I remember I moved away, right, and I remember I used to always think about that as like, oh, when I move before I leave. I'm gonna tell her I love her.
I would love to have a conversation. I still do. I have her on Facebook. I would love to just have a conversation with the person I was infatuated with in high school and just be like, so how creepy was I?
Oh God.
I know. Like I was a fucking creep. Like
Do you want to hear how creepy I was? So sorry, I know you're talking about your thing, but anyways.
Karen, if you're out there, let me know how creepy I really was, because I was a fucking creep, man. I was awful.
Here's the thing. I've had those conversations. Like, legit have had those conversations. No, but it's kind of really great. Like, what you're looking to get out of it, you probably will get out of it. Because, like, well, if you're talking to the right person. So, what happened was in, like, grade 10, I had, like, this, like, summer fling with this girl. But it was, like, the most innocent thing. Like, I didn't even kiss her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and at the end of it, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And then we were boyfriend and girlfriend for 5 days, because then school started and 5 days in she broke up with me over the phone. So, but I was like, we literally were texting all the time. I was absolutely in love with this girl, right? And then shit hit the fan. It was like weird stuff. For a long time I liked her. She knew, but we were friends. You know, I was in the friend zone hardcore.
Right.
Not that I like to say that, but I was.
Not that the friend zone exists, but
not that the friend zone exists.
She just wanted to be
but,
friends. Yeah.
I was in the gulag of the friend zone. Yeah. So then I moved away to Huntsville. So I moved towns.
Yeah.
And I sent her a letter. Okay, so I was still in love with this girl.
Oh no.
It never went away.
Sounds tragic.
So then I sent her a letter. And I remember hearing that this guy liked her, right?
Yeah.
And that something was gonna happen or something like that. And so I sent her a letter and I said, like, please, it was 2 pages, front and back. No, page and a half, front and back. And it was, please don't kiss this boy. Yada yada. You don't want to do that. You don't want to, like, your first kiss to be this. I regret my first kiss. Da 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 da. Like and like I remember, and I sent it snail mail and everything.
Oh wow.
And like I remember while I'm writing it, I'm like, wow, she's gonna fall in love with me after this. Like I'm gonna have her locked down. Love is
this is it.
Love is nigh. You know, like this is done. Like when I sign this letter, I'm signing my marriage certificate.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well.
Just get stamped.
And then I remember, so I sent it, and then I didn't hear anything back. And then, but we're friends still, right? And like, so it's not like I just randomly sent a letter. Like, we were still talking and all this stuff. And then And then I messaged her. I was like, so about that letter. And she's like, yeah, about that letter. That was really weird. That was real weird.
That was,
you did.
That was real weird.
And like, I think while we were talking, I realized like that's when it hit me like, wow, that was creepy. Like, holy shit, how did I not see that? Like, from one even putting into the mailbox, I was like, can't wait for her to suck my dick now. Like, this is perfect.
You got so... Man.
But yeah, but then after then we had a conversation and I was like, I'm so sorry. You're right. Like, creepy as fuck. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Like, and then we had a legitimate conversation about it, and it was like, and it was nice. But anyways, yeah, that shit happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So, for years in high school, like I am the most pathetic person on the face of the planet. Yeah. Oh, it's so bad. I don't even want to talk about. So, my best friend was pining over this girl. Yeah. And they eventually got together, and like we were always just hanging out together. Yeah. Her sister, I don't know, because we started all hanging out and I was saying, so her sister, I was just like, I love this woman. She is awesome. And she wasn't, but I don't know. You know, fucking high school brain. It's just like,
woman body. Ooh.
A little bit.
It was by proximity, I'm sure, kind of thing.
Kinda. Yeah. Because, again, I didn't have a lot of friends, especially female friends. Like,
oh, really? Yeah.
Not at all. No. Biggest goddamn nerd. Super skinny. Like, I was the kid that was parting his hair in the center, wearing jeans that were just a little too short.
Oh my God, Chris.
Like, I should show you some fucking pictures of who I was in high school.
I was like the opposite. I was like friends with all the girls.
No, man. None. So, and I was weird. I was the awkward, anxious kid. Yeah. And so, like, whenever I would be like, I just need to, I want to ask her out or anything, I never once even came close.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we would always just be hanging out, at her place, just chilling, because I was always around, because my best friend was going out with her with her sister, so we're always just there. Yeah. And just hanging out. And so I could just imagine from her point of view, just be like, this fucking creep, just like, is always fucking like looking at me.
Yeah,
right. Like, I never once said anything, but I was just, but like, it got to the point where it's like years in, and I'm just like,
really, eh?
It turned into almost an anger, whereas it's like, she doesn't fucking like me, fucking fuck. Like, no, because you never fucking said anything. Yeah.
She doesn't even look my way, like, what a fucking bitch.
fuck, shit. Like, it was just like, yeah, I would love to just hear it from her. Just be like, dude, did you catch on? Like, was I just a fucking creep?
You said something, man.
Yeah. No, and that was it. Like, I still have some pretty major anxiety issues, but high school was a whole other realm.
It was the next level.
Right? So, like, especially when it came to fucking girls, I don't know what it was, but it was just like, I couldn't even go near, like... Yeah. The only female friends I had, like, they had their own connections, and like we were cool. Yeah. But if there was an unconnected person, like, I just became,
you were destroyed. You're in a little shell of yourself.
I just my brain just got fucked.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I was the opposite. I was different. I was the different person in high school. Like, it really was. Like, I was like a very depressed kid who's not trying to show everybody that he definitely wasn't depressed, right? So it's like really uppity, outgoing, like, love to talk to people, but on the inside I'm like, I just fucking hate myself. And like, and people never knew.
It was so weird. Like, my entire high school career, I guess they call it, was just anxiety ridden, and always so afraid of what everybody thought. Yeah. And it was just like, I knew who I was, right? Like, I was the nerd. I was the guy who was never going to.
Were you just scared to like come out?
And always, always so scared to come out of my shell. And it wasn't until like the very final year of high school where I kind of stopped caring just a little. Yeah. And like, people noticed, and you're just like, oh, people aren't actually that scary. Yeah. Like, people will actually talk to you if you just fucking talk to them.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah. And, but like, I spent in, of course, your high school brain, you just get so mad at the world when really it's just like, you're just not talking to them.
Yeah. Take a little responsibility.
Yeah.
Change your life.
Exactly. But you get so into your own fucking head and you just get so angry, right? I'm just like, fuck you for not wanting to talk to me.
I think that's what the friend zone thing is. That's definitely what it is.
Oh, yeah. It's nice.
How dare you not fuck me?
And that's why I love nice guy syndrome. Because I had that hard... You don't know nice guy syndrome?
No.
Oh, God.
I've never heard it put that way.
It's I'm the nice guy. Why don't girls like me?
Oh.
I'm so fucking nice.
Oh, I definitely fall victim to that.
You're a fucking bitch for not liking me because I'm so goddamn nice.
Yeah.
Why do girls always go for the mean guys, the bad guys? I would treat you nice, you bitch. Yeah, no, that's nice guy syndrome.
I remember that one. Yeah, I used to be big on that.
And at some point, like, I understand how people fall into that because that was me in a lot of ways in high school because I would never talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like nice guy syndrome to girls, it was everybody, right? Like, I was a nice guy. Why don't people want to be my friend? Why don't want...
Look how nice and sweet I am.
Why do people always want to, fucking hate on me and call me names and be mean to me and shit? It's because...
What was me?
Because it's easy to make fun of the kid who doesn't want to fucking talk,
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. And so, like, nice guy syndrome, man. I love it. It just makes me so...
That's so funny. I've never heard it put that way.
I mean, I don't know. That's the way I've always called it. It's just... I'm such a nice guy. Why don't people like me?
Why do people want to fuck me?
Because you're an awkward weirdo.
That's why. Sorry, dude.
Sorry, dude. I'm in the friend zone. Well, have you ever even said anything?
No.
Yeah, that was me in high school. I know what you're going down, but fucking stop it, is what I'm saying.
That was a thing. Like, I actually did try and ask out women in high school, and it never went well for me. So, yeah. That was my life. Anyways, are we coming to a close here?
I think so. Yeah, we're about an hour in. We're really good at this.
Did we hit an hour again?
We hit an hour.
Every time.
Look
at us. Look at us. Wow.
We're so good.
Each time we just are like, yeah, hey, guys, we used to be real depressed.
We're tragedies of humanity. Come listen to us.
That's what this podcast has just turned into. Hey,
no,
guys, you ever been
nice.
Sad? You ever been sad?
Yeah. I'm a sad boy. But it's nice to know that we've gotten out of that.
Yeah.
I think we should sort of take this all the way around.
Oh, yeah, we're fine now.
We're fine now.
Yeah, Chris has a family. I have a family.
an entire fucking family.
My little son, Carlos. And
Carlos. He's a little shit, but we love him.
He'll punch you straight in the dick. And he doesn't laugh either.
No, he'll come stone cold.
Stone cold Steve Austin dick punch.
Anyway, this has been the She Made Me podcast, where we watch movies because
we watch
she
mediocre.
made us.
Yeah, we watch mediocre movies because she made me do it. Yeah.
I realized that we stopped explaining the podcast at the beginning, and I feel like we should still just be like, "Hey, our significant others made us watch these movies."
Yeah,
that's
it.
We
don't choose bad movies.
We don't choose to watch Sweet Home Motherfucking Alabama for our own good.
Produced and starring Reese Witherspoon.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening and everything. We are, of course, on YouTube. We are on the SoundCloud. I'm going to get that fixed at some point. I know the SoundCloud thing is a little fucked up right now.
That's okay.
Don't worry about it. Watch it on YouTube. Just go to YouTube. It's there.
Yeah.
Just look up She Made Me.
For free, dog.
No, don't look that up. That sounds like you'd get some real bad.
Yeah, look it up this weekend. Good times.
That SEO is not good.
Yeah.
Peace out, guys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you next week for another edition
of the She Made Me podcast.
Stop that. That is not going to be a thing.
Chris, that's a bit. That's a bit.
It's a bit.